Hi, good morning, I should say. This is Judy. Today we're going to talk about joy cards. I have developed some joy cards. There's 60 in a group for $14 that will help you with your emotions. And you can find them on either my website, joycoachjudy with an I.com, or my Facebook page, Joy Coach Judy with an I, Joy Coach Judy. I used the I just to be different. When I was in high school, there were so many Judys in my age group, so I use the I just to be different. Um, and they go along with the emotions kit that we have. There are six emotions, six oils in the emotion kit, and there's 10 cards for each of these oils, so that's why there's 60. I'm going to be doing more positive affirmation cards in the future, but they may not necessarily go with the kit. But I will do my best to figure out what oil should go with each emotion. And the next one, I'm going to do love, since that's the next holiday that's coming up, Valentine's. And of course, there's more than just love for lovers. There's all kinds of love. So the subject will be love. And there will be a couple of oils that will go with that. And then I think that's about all to talk about today. What I will do, I'm going to try and put copies of the cards here underneath on my Joy Coach page for YouTube. But if not, you can go to, again, either the website, joycoachjudy.com, or my Facebook page, Joy Coach Judy. And I'm using my name not because I think I'm so terrific necessarily compared to anybody else. We're all terrific, but I'm no better or no worse than anybody else. But I'm using it because they suggested I use it because it's catchy. And I call my business Gateway to, used to call it Gateway to Wellness. Now I'm calling it Gateway to Wellness and Joy. And that's not, it's a spiritual joy. We can make choices and be joyful. We can choose to be joyful no matter what happens, and that's the truth. The only thing we can control in this world is our mind, and we can, by constant repetition, just keep repeating, keep repeating, keep repeating. And that's why the positive affirmations are so important. I've done this for years, and I didn't used to be so happy. And am I in a bad mood once in a while? Sure, I'm human. And sometimes, like when there's a death or something big, uh, we grieve. But it's rare that I have a whole day where I'm in a foul mood. Really rare, just because I've learned so many tools, not only from doTERRA with the oils, but I've learned tools certainly from the joy coaching classes. So it's just all been exciting. And I started to learn before I ever heard of either one of these, way back in my youth. I used to have so many resentments. And when I say youth, I mean not only teen years, but even in my 20s and 30s. I didn't learn to be happy consistently until I was over 40. I was beginning to learn at the age of 40 when I quit drinking, for one thing. Yes, I'm one of those. So I've been clean and sober for 35 years. And when I wasn't clean and sober, I learned some of these things, but I didn't have what it took to keep positive. No matter what tools I had, I couldn't do it because I wasn't living right. It wasn't living right for me. Nothing wrong with drinking if a person's not an alcoholic, but I am. So um, life began at 40. I always say life began at 40 for me. But I've learned so much, but especially now with coupling positive thinking with essential oils. I mean, it's just amazing what happens. There's my dog back there. Anyway, um, yeah, it's just amazing because they enter the walls of our cells to help us make real changes. And again, though, you have to want to. And that's true with emotions. If we're depressed or whatever it is, we have to really want to make a change. And the oils in this kit, let's see, I didn't write them down. So let me think. There's passion, there's forgiveness, grief, motivate, Boy, I can't remember what the other couple are. Let me get my. Oh, no, that's the wrong book. Oh, that's okay because I don't want to uh, keep you all waiting. What I want to do is go live um, every Thursday and give you a little bit of information and not take up your whole day. Everybody's busy, and so we need to learn to relax more, but we don't need to be learning about joy coaching hours every day. We need a balanced life, and so I don't want to take up all of your time. It's good to learn. We have a lot to give with this relaxation therapy. And not only that, but as I've mentioned before, we can help you with problems too. We're specializing more in relaxation therapy because every single human being needs to relax, and most of us just don't very much. We need R&R, rest and relaxation, in addition to fun and work and so many other things. So it's difficult to balance time to get in what we need, but we can do it. And I know that this past couple of weeks I haven't exercised as much, so my blood pressure went up. I guess I wasn't resting enough either. I had my daughter here for 5 days, and that was wonderful. But and then of course Christmas, I'm not doing a lot, but what it keeps us busy. Oh, and I was trying to create these joy cards. Then I had trouble getting them published because the cutter uh, broke down. So I got one set published, but now the cutter is fixed. So I'm going to go down tomorrow. If you order the joy cards, you'll be able to get them. Um, and again, all the instructions are on the website. So, and it's under the tab joy cards. I have several tabs, 6 or 7 tabs on that website, and it's under joy cards. But the main page has where to send in what you want, and then I would mail them to you, snail mail, or we'd have to make the price higher. The 14 includes postage and tax for 60 cards. So I hope you enjoy them. I hope you order some too, because I think it can make a real change in your life without taking up tons of time. They're all short. You know, if we want to keep repeating positive affirmations, we don't want 2 paragraphs, so we'll never do it. But if you just have a sentence or two short, you can repeat over and over. I know when my kids were young, I used to have them. In those days, I was being positive. I lost it after the divorce and working and drinking. So, uh, but I taught them a Bible verse. I don't know where it is now, but it's in God I trust, I will not fear. So these will be something simple like that. Not too many are from Bible verses, but just positive affirmations that people have sent me over the years that I've shortened, and you can repeat it over and over. But my oldest daughter is going to be 54 in a couple of days, but when she was young, she fell off the bike and hurt herself, and she was maybe 7 or 8. I'm not real sure, but I said, and it was bleeding, but it wasn't bad enough to take her to the hospital or anything. But she was scared, and it hurt. And I said, remember your Bible verse, in God I trust, I will not fear. And she stamped her foot and she said, I will fear, I will fear. And I like to repeat that story because that's the way we are. We don't really sometimes want to get over our negativity or our any other problem that we might have. It could be addiction, it could be um, a lack of love, it could be a lot of things. We don't want to do these positive affirmations over and over because we want to stay the same. We won't admit that, but that's the truth. And so what we need to do is pray for willingness to change. And when we want to change, one of the things that we can do is repeat over and over, because our minds can change. And as we repeat over and over, we'll want more and more to make this change. So it just all kind of goes hand in hand. And that's maybe oversimplifying a little bit, but I think I mentioned on here one other time that it's sort of like a tire that gets stuck in the mud. And the more you kind of keep revving the engine and the tires are going, the deeper that hole gets. And that's the way it is when we think negative all the time. That pit gets deeper and deeper. But we can change it by positive affirmations, keep repeating over and over and filling that hole with mud. Pretty soon it gets level with the road and you drive right on out. So that may be a little oversimplified, but that's one way that we can help whatever our problems are. Certainly help us think positive. We can choose happiness. And so that's what I want for you is happiness. Thank you. You have yourself a good day and a Merry Christmas. I'm going to do my best to be on here every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and but not on holidays. I don't care what the holiday is, a big one or a small one. I'm not coming on holidays because quite often we get together with family, etc. And if not, I need to rest once in a while too. So there's not too many holidays that come on Thursday. Quite a few on Mondays. So I'm not doing anything live on Mondays, but at least not consistently. This I'm going to do every Thursday with a different subject. So I want to again wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll continue on Thursdays with this. Thank you.